These men on YouTube crack me up. Inside of my comment section, I can always tell when I'm dealing with a man who is new to my channel versus a man who's listening to some rumors that some other messy man on YouTube has decided to speak about in one of his videos. So when they come talking to me about Justice's father, Priest, they say things like, oh, you took justice away from Priest. I'm like, excuse me? Oh, you typical single mother, you. What did you do to get Priest to run from his son? Oh, okay. I don't think these men know how stupid they sound. I offered this man fatherhood on a silver platter. A man who had discussed with me 100 times over wanting children with me and marriage with me. And you know, when shit got real, he ran. Men feel like it's completely okay with this man being a coward. I mean, they find this type of behavior actually acceptable. That's the part that surprises me. Like, men don't even hold other men accountable for nothing. So Priest running away from his son is entirely my fault, right? Oh, wait a minute. Here's the classic one that they talk about all of the time. So I'm a single mother because of me on my own. This is literally immaculate conception here. This is Jesus. I just gave birth to Jesus. That's how you guys treat women. As if we went out here and we tricked some guy that didn't want children into getting pregnant. Oh, so you tripped down the stairs and your penis just accidentally fell in the hole. Huh? When are you guys gonna wake up, man? When are you guys gonna look at other men and see them doing some complete fuckery and actually say, you know what, man, you're really fucking up. There's no reason in the world, there's no excuse in the world why a man shouldn't be fighting for his own flesh and blood, something he created. Man, there's too many amazing fathers out there who have went through much worse than Priest has in order to see their child. I literally offered this man $1 million. Justice is like one of those priceless things, and I can only compare it to $1 million. Priest rejected that on his own. Fellas, when you get onto YouTube or any social media platform and you're trying to learn what it means to be a man, make sure that you are listening to specific type of men who actually know what they're talking about. Because most of the men that you're listening to, they aren't financially stable. They don't have children of their own. They haven't even traveled. They haven't even left the hood that they raised in. Of course, there are going to be a million things that men can sit down and agree with in regards to women. Of course, I hear you. But at some point, you got to start being honest with yourself and thinking independently. You're an individual. And as a man, you know that being a man comes with a huge responsibility. And there are a lot of men out there who get afraid of that responsibility and they run. I don't care how much you hate a woman. I don't care if you wasn't ready to be a father. I don't care how hard this woman makes it for you to see your children, because there's women out there like that. I'm just not that woman. But you make sure you fight for your kids. You fight for your kids to the death. You hear me? Your children are the only thing in this world that you really have to give. Your children are the most valuable thing you have. Nothing is more important than them. Nothing is more valuable than them. I can't believe I'm making a video about this. Men run because they want to run. 9 times out of 10, they're literally walking away. Men who desert their children is not some type of myth. We all seen it. If you're in the black community, you seen it. It's so interesting to me how people try to turn a blind eye to it. Somehow it's the woman's fault every time a man decides he wants to walk away. I'll be damned if I own a man's poor decision. You understand? That's like asking a woman who is being abused inside of a domestic violence relationship, what did she do to the man that blacked the eye, busted her lip? Are y'all thinking this shit through, man? Men that want their kids fight for their kids. Men who don't want their kids walk away from their kids, regardless to whether a woman is a good one or a bad one. What a woman does is not a reflection of who you are. If you a man, and I'm talking about being a real man, the decisions that you make for your life have nothing to do with another woman and her decisions. That is your choice. What you're choosing is up to you. Saying, oh, I did this because she did this. Come on, man. So you a follower? So you don't know how to lead. So you don't know how to think for yourself. It's funny how when a man's character is being questioned, inside of a relationship, if it has something to do with something negative, it's always, oh, she did it. You know, the reason why I did this is because she did blah, blah, blah. But if it's something positive, if it's something that has to do with something good in regards to his character, he'll take all of the praise for that. That's when he becomes the independent thinker, the strong man. I'm a grown man. I make my own decisions. You know, I did that. When it's something good. But when a man makes a mistake, it's very, very difficult for him to man up and say, I made that mistake. I made that poor choice. My poor choice wasn't necessarily this woman. My poor choice was how I handled this woman. A real man will be able to definitely say something like that. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know the recipe to what a good man is, bad man is, whatever. I can't tell the world what a good man is according to the chick sitting next to me. I mean, like a proverbial chick is no real chick literally sitting like right here. You know, it's funny how when it comes to fatherhood, niggas don't even want to stand in line. But let a chick be pussy popping on a handstand. You be the first in line. I ain't a perfect woman, you heard me? But I'm a good woman. I'm a good woman. And I would never, ever keep children away from their fathers. There was a time I was thinking, you know what? It's better for my son to have no father than a bad father. And I was thinking about just keeping my son away from priests. And I was still thinking about this when I was pregnant. I just wanted to walk away. I wanted to give up, you know, not deal with him, not deal with it. And that was just me trying to avoid a responsibility. Me trying to avoid something that was inevitable. Maturity and experience, I can say, I'm here to do what's best for my son. And what's best for my son is actually getting him the child support that he deserves, that I wish I didn't even have to file for. I wanted my son to have his father. I begged him to be there for his child. I have so many emails and so many text messages of me reaching out to my son's father, just asking him to be there for our son. Not me, not our relationship, for our son. He rejected all of it. He ignored me. There are good women out there. There are good mothers out there. And there are women out there that would have never chose to be a single mother. That would have been the last thing on their list. And I'm one of those women. People say, why didn't y'all get married first? Everybody's order of operations is different. Life is not that perfect. People usually get married first. Hello, Chance the Rapper just proposed to his 2-year-old daughter's mother. There's plenty of men out there who have babies with women first and then they get married later. Sometimes that's just how it goes. Shit just happens. It's the order of operations. People like, pray. The Bible says this and the Bible says that, and it be the same people who sin in other ways. Judging people. You're not supposed to judge people, yet you do. Ain't that like a 10 Commandments? I just want a lot of men to understand something. Of course, you ain't gotta agree with me because you know, you a man. But I'm a woman, a kind-hearted woman, an intelligent woman, a very, very smart woman. And I never would do anything malicious to someone I love or someone I felt like cared for me, male or female, young or old. I loved my son's father with all my heart, and I love my son. And I say this so that men can understand. Every time you see these videos or you see people on social media talking about single mothers are this negative thing and are these horrible people that put these men on child support, they have these babies simply because they want to come up and get a check. I want you to think about Soncerae every time you see it and understand that Soncerae's son's father is broke. Soncerae's son's father was loved deeply. Soncerae's son's father was given the opportunity to be a father, and he turned it down. He rejected it. And initially he was all in. You know, he wanted to be a father. He wanted to be a father to my child. He wanted to be my husband. At least that's what he portrayed himself to be towards me, towards my family. Had he not did those things, I never would have thought in a million years that we would ever be married. But he did everything he was supposed to do. He was putting in the work. He was there. And suddenly, when he decided to no longer be there, is when I decided to up and move and leave. My son's father was supposed to be in California with me, and I'm in California without him. Building all of the things that I told him I wanted to build while we was together. And he didn't believe in me. He thought when I got sick while I was pregnant that I wasn't going to amount to shit. So he left me there. He left me there instead of taking care of me. Because he thought I was a broke bitch. But let me tell you something. It ain't when you get kicked down or when you fall down. It's how you get back up and do that bounce back. Because I don't think in a million years he thought that I would be doing as good as I am right now. He had no idea. And no matter how many times I tried to tell him, he didn't want to hear that. So fellas, when you got a woman standing in front of you and you know she a good woman and you know it, and maybe you got some trust issues or some insecurities, or you got some business that you need to handle that don't even have nothing to do with her, let that woman be. Don't have sex with her. Don't get in a relationship with her, cheat on her, lie to her. That's selfishness, just for some self-gratification. Don't beat up her heart, play with her mind, because that's how these women are ending up being single mothers anyway, because you playing. And it's funny that it's not a lot of men out there who will admit it. Every single man that's watching this video, let's say you got 3 friends. 2 out of those 3 friends are playing a woman, lying to a woman, cheating on a woman, and you know it. But you don't say nothing to him. You might even lie to his wife and girlfriend for him. It saddens me that you guys are so comfortable with stroking your own egos and succumbing to fear, being cowards, running from responsibilities, and not even being able to tell the truth to not just yourself. You can't even look in the mirror and tell the truth to yourself. You lie to each other and the women around you. Like, this single mother stuff isn't mainly a man's doing. Men are supposedly leaders, the ones that propose and ask for marriage. How many of y'all are getting down on one knee? How many of y'all are even prepared for that financially or mentally or spiritually? Most of y'all not. So are you out here thinking you this stellar performer, got that good finances, you doing well, right? Think you that 100% man, you know you the man, right? Wrong. If you can't even come into my comment section and respect me as a woman and say, you know what, I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm going to be honest with you without even being rude to you. If you can come into my comment section and drag me for being a single mother, you're not a man yet. You got a lot more living to go, buddy. Because no real man is going to waste time doing that. There is such thing as tough love. There is such thing as being honest. But one thing real men do is show women a level of respect because they understand the position of a woman. A woman who is a mother, who is a friend, who is a lover, who is a daughter. And the way a man treats a woman, the way a man respects a woman is a reflection of how he treats and respects himself. Put your comments below, please. Have vision and stay focused. Namaste.